Last time we have been discussing about the structure of disaccharides. We have discussed the structure of maltose, which is made up with two glucose units, glucose plus glucose, which involves alpha 1,4 linkage. Here is another example of disaccharide, that is lactose. Lactose, it is made up with glucose and galactose. We can call it as galactose beta 1,4 glucose. As we have learned that this beta and 1,4, this indicates the number of nth number of carbon atom involved in formation of this glycosidic bond. So carbon number 1 from galactose and carbon number 4 from glucose, they are involved in the formation of this linkage. This beta, it indicates the conformation, that is the position of hydrogen and hydroxyl group. This is the structure of galactose. Here you can see this is carbon number 1, 2, 3. So at carbon number 3 it is OHH. Carbon number 4 it is OHH. You can go back and see the planar structure. So you need to remember while drawing the structure of galactose, at position 3 it should be OHH and at position 4 it should be OHH. Then carbon number 5 and carbon number 6. This is the structure of galactose. Carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This conformation here at carbon number 1, it is alpha conformation. So whenever it is reverse, like if it is OHH, then it is called as beta conformation. So this is just a revised thing that we have already studied, that to understand what is this beta conformation, so it is OHH. Then we have already learned the structure of glucose. So again, this is structure of galactose. You can see here carbon number 3 is OHH, carbon number 4 OHH, and this is beta conformation, that is OHH around carbon number 1. This is the structure of glucose. Carbon number 1, 2. At carbon number 3 it is OHH. Carbon number 4 HOH. Carbon number 5 and carbon number 6. So this is beta conformation, as you can see here, around carbon number 1 of galactose. This is the position of hydrogen and hydroxyl group around carbon number 4 of glucose. So we can see here which carbons are involved here. Carbon number 1 from galactose and carbon number 4 from glucose, and therefore the linkage will be called as beta 1,4 linkage, and the compound will be called as galactose beta 1,4 glucose, that is lactose. So where do we expect the formation of glycosidic bond? It is here, that is OH group of galactose and OH group from glucose. So this OH, it will lead to release of one molecule of H2O, as we have learned in case of maltose. This is how, this is the, there will be dehydration type of reaction. There will be removal of one water molecule, that is HOH, and what remains is only oxygen, and that is responsible for the formation of linkage between galactose and glucose. So this is galactose as it is drawn, this is glucose, and as it is mentioned that there will be formation of glycosidic bond here. There will be release of one water molecule. So this is the structure of lactose. You can see here that there is formation of this glycosidic linkage and there is removal of one molecule of water. So it is very easy to draw a complete structure of lactose and maltose if we understand the number of carbon atom involved and the nature of that glycosidic bond, indicating conformation, either it is alpha conformation or beta conformation, and what nth number of carbon is involved. This is the complete structure of lactose. You can see here galactose plus glucose, and this is the glycosidic bond as just now we have learned. This is galactose and this is glucose. How do you identify glucose? Because at its carbon number 3 it is OHS. How do you identify galactose at carbon number 3 and carbon number 4? It is OHH. So this is how there is formation of lactose molecule. You need to practice this, you need to draw this on paper. Unless and until you draw it, you will not be able to understand and grasp the technique to draw the structure. So it is not simply this is how you can remember the structure. No need to mug up the structures. You need to understand so that you can draw it very nicely. One more example of disaccharide we'll see, it is sucrose. So sucrose is a disaccharide and it is made up with one glucose unit and one fructose unit. Now this is a little difficult example. Here both the compounds are present in cyclic form, that is in ring form. Glucose in the form of ring, fructose is in the form of ring. Remember that what is the difference between glucose and galactose, glucose and fructose? Both are hexose sugars, but glucose is an aldose sugar and fructose is a ketose sugar. So we have learned already what is the difference between aldose and ketose. Aldose sugar is the one which contains aldehyde group, that is CHO, and ketose is a sugar which contains keto group, that is C double bond O, which we can see in case of planar structures of glucose and planar structure of fructose. So sucrose is glucose plus fructose. The name of this you need to remember. If you remember the name indicating its conformation and the position, the number of carbon atom, you will be able to draw the structure of sucrose very easily. So if you remember this, what is sucrose? Sucrose is glucose alpha 1 2 fructose. This means that glucose unit is linked to fructose unit through this alpha 1 2 bond. What is this alpha 1 2? Carbon number 1, it is from glucose, and the position of hydrogen and hydroxyl groups are in alpha position, that is HOH. This is 2. 2 means carbon number 2 of fructose is involved in the formation of bond. So this is the structure of glucose. You can draw the structure of glucose on the paper in front of you. You can see here carbon number 1 2 3. At carbon number 3 it is OHH. So that is the important thing you need to remember in case of drawing the structure of glucose. Then HOH and CH2OH. This is the structure of glucose. This is alpha conformation around carbon number 1, that is OH. This is the structure of fructose, a little difficult to draw, but in order to understand the complete structure, uh, let us see the numbering system in case of fructose. This is carbon number 1, carbon number 2 is here. At carbon number 3, the conformation is OH. Carbon number 4, carbon number 5, and carbon number 6. So this is how the numbering is done, and you can see that here carbon number 2 of fructose is involved in formation of bonds. So here this area, this OH, it is going to react with this OH, which is around carbon number 2. So you need to remember this OH and this OH. So we need to uh, take a mirror image of this structure of fructose. That means this part will go here and this part will go here. So simply we'll turn this picture just for the sake of understanding, because we know that the number of carbon atom involved are carbon number 2 and carbon number 1. So this is the structure of glucose. You need to draw it very correctly, indicating around carbon number 3 it should be OH. This is the structure of fructose. We can see here I have drawn the structure just like shown in earlier figure. This is carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4. How to identify carbon number 1? You can see here CH2OH, and here the conformation around carbon number 2 is CH2OH OH. Here the conformation around carbon number 5 is CH2OH H. Here it is OH. So this is carbon number 2. At carbon number 2 the conformation is CH2OH OH. This is how you need to remember the structure of fructose. Now we'll turn this structure like this so that we'll get this structure. Now you can see carbon number 1 is here, 2, because here around carbon number 2 it is conformation is CH2OH OH, means whatever the group which was here, now it is showing here. Okay, 1, 2, carbon number 3 OH, carbon number 4, 5, and 6. So I have just shifted the position, turned the structure of fructose. So right side part is now towards the left side part. Nothing is changed. The carbon number is same. Now here you can see this is alpha conformation, HOH around glucose. This is carbon number 1. This is carbon number okay. Now for the sake of convenience, let us count the number of carbon atoms in case of fructose. Now this is carbon number 1, carbon number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is carbon number 2. So carbon number 1 of glucose and carbon number 2 of fructose. So therefore it is 1, 2, and is the conformation is alpha, therefore it is alpha 1, 2. So this OH and this OH, there is going to be reaction between these two, and one water molecule, that is H2O or HOH, is going to be released. So there will be release of one water molecule HOH, and this leads to the formation of complete structure of sucrose, as we have seen in case of earlier slides that this OH and this OH, they are going to be combined and it is going to form this O, this type of bond like this. We can see here that carbon number 1 O, carbon number 2 of fructose CH2OH. This is the complete structure of sucrose. So I think you need to practice drawing the structure of all these. First you learn to draw the structure of monosaccharides. Remember the positions of carbon atoms. Understand what is alpha conformation and beta conformation. Then you start drawing the structure of disaccharide. Understand the dehydration reaction. Understand the conformation, the number of carbon atom involved in the formation of this disaccharide, and you understand different types of the linkages.